During distance learning, it is so important that you are prepared and ready each day for school, and we have a few suggestions. So we want you to build in some routines. Things that you do every day will start to become habits. So one example would be to go to bed each day at a reasonable time. That would be 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Another suggestion would be to set an alarm clock so that you can wake up early and just like any other school day, have plenty of time to do the things that you need to do in the morning and still make it to class on time. Another suggestion would be to make sure to eat breakfast every morning. This gives you energy and helps you to focus. Also, at night, you want to make sure that you've charged your laptop so that you don't start class and then get kicked out because your computer dies. So if you charge it each night, it's ready to go. We also think it's important to have all of your materials beside you, ready to go, easily accessible in the same place every day. When you use them, you put them right back in the same location, whether it's a box or a shelf or a stack on the table, whatever works for you, but a single location. Also, taking notes is so important, but we want to make sure when you're writing down your assignments that you're writing it in a single location. So if you use an agenda book or a composition book, that is great. You will write them all down and then cross them off when you're done, and that way you know what you still have to do. Additionally, you want to make sure that you are at your computer ready to go for class 5 minutes early. And that way, if anything goes wrong, you have some time to fix it. So those are all some recommendations for getting prepared for class each day. So another way to get organized is to maintain all of your work in your folders. And so we have a 3-inch binder here. This one has a zipper, but you can use any sort of 3-inch binder that works for you. So if this one is more convenient, works great. With the binders, what you're going to put in them is your note-taking device. So whether you decide to use composition books, which look like this, or whether you decide that it's easier to use a notebook. Now this one has the spirals, but it also has 3 holes. So you're able to use a spiral and put it in front of your folder. The folders have pockets so you can put your work in it. This folder is set up color-coded so that red is for reading. If we flip, we can see math is in blue, and then we know that science is yellow, and then the next color that would come up would be green for social studies. You could use other colors for creative arts such as white or black. So this is one way to keep all of your work together. And if you decide that you're going to use the binder with the zipper, then you can also put all of your work in the pockets. So you have a composition book still matching with the folder, but a red composition book, a blue composition book. You wouldn't need both. You don't need the composition books and the spiral notebook, but whichever one works for you, you have 2 different styles to choose from. At the end of the day, use the 3-inch binder to put all of your work. Make sure you have something to take notes in, which would be your notebook or your composition book, and your folders with the pockets for all of your work. That's one way to stay organized. So another way to stay organized is keeping all of your items together. You can do this in a milk crate. You can do this with a box. If you work at a desk, maybe you just keep everything in a stack at the desk or on a bookshelf. So whatever works for you, but you want to keep your items in one place. If I use a milk crate or a box, I can carry it wherever I'm working. And inside, I can have my notebook, my Chromebook. Here I put a little box, but it can be a shoe box or any other small organization box that helps you keep all your items in one location. Also, I have my earphones and then also a pencil box. So lots of sharpened pencils ready to go everything else I need would be in one location. And so when it's time for class, this would go right next to me. And from class to class, I can reach in and get any of the items out that I need. It's just another way to stay organized.
What is self-advocacy? It's speaking up for yourself. It's staying informed, knowing your rights, finding support, problem solving, self-determination, asking for help. Ask questions. Be specific. Rather than saying, I don't get what to do, say, I don't understand what data analysis means. If your question is about the directions, read them again. Identify the parts that give you a problem. Look at the resources your teacher has provided. Try Googling it. Reach out for help. Ask a peer who seems to be strong in that subject area. Ask your parents. Speak with your teacher. Remember, even though we are virtual, we still have a lot of people that can help you, counselors, peer mediator. So be sure to reach out for help. Earlier, you saw some videos from Dr. Hill explaining how to stay organized. The number one thing when it comes to time management. She showed you how to color code your subject areas. She talked about having all your supplies in one location, whether it be on a desk, a box, a crate, a bookshelf. I'd also like to talk to you guys about prioritizing your assignments. Order your assignments by due date. Complete assignments by the due date. Do not wait to complete assignments until the end. Break up big assignments, give them goals, give them due dates. Use a checklist, set a schedule, wake up early in the morning, and eliminate distractions. Remember, eliminate distractions. So important. Thank you and have a great school year.